Welcome to this presentation, and in this presentation we will be talking about the job responsibilities of a ward clerk. So basically we will be covering who a ward clerk is, the timings, the duties and responsibilities associated with a ward clerk, his job description, and of course the job procedures and policies that come with the job of ward clerk. Basically, a ward clerk is a person who provides general administrative, clerical, and support services for a clinic unit like a medical or surgical ward, an intensive care unit, or an emergency department. Ward clerks may also be referred to as ward secretaries, floor clerks, unit assistants, or unit secretaries. The unit is staffed 24 hours a day, even during weekends and holidays. The working shifts are as follows. Basically, they start working from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, that is the first shift. The second shift is from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. and the third shift is from 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. in the morning. Like other types of receptionists, ward clerks juggle several duties on a daily basis. Okay, for example, they process intake and discharge forms, and ward clerks are the first point of contact for all new admissions and patient discharge. They collect the necessary information from new patients and pull their medical records. They also give discharged patients all the paperwork relevant to their medical situation. They also organize, update, and file medical records. Ward clerks create, organize, and update the medical records of patients. They also answer phone calls and face-to-face questions that may come from patients, families, and other ward clerks. A ward clerk ensures that all medical records, lab reports, patient records are properly completed, secured, and readily available to doctors, nurses, and other healthcare providers. This includes maintaining both paper-based systems as well as electronic systems. They also coordinate with various departments and ensure proper services and supplies of unit. They also provide assistance to nurses and doctors as and when needed. So what are the job responsibilities of a ward clerk? Basically, they greet patients and complete admission procedures to the ward. They complete patient discharge procedures from the ward. They write the patient name, room number, bed number on the bedboard. They issue daily statistics on the number and the names of patients and send it to the concerned units. They maintain, assemble, and complete the forms in the patient record. They're also responsible for chart tracking, and they also send all patient records to the statistics unit after discharge. They also ensure that all needed medical forms are always available in the ward. The job procedures and policies that are associated with a ward clerk. First is the admission procedure. So here basically what they do is they receive the patient and his or her health record and make sure that the health record has all needed forms. They sign the registry that she or he received the health record. They complete all the demographic data in the admission and discharge registry in the ward. If the patient is admitted directly to the ward through emergency, labor, transfer from another hospital without passing through the ADT office, the clerk should inform the ADT office about this case no later than 2 hours from patient admission. In case of a legal or police case admitted to the ward clerk should ensure that all demographic data is completed in the admission advice slip, which is called the MR4, according to the civil ID or any other approved identification. Verify that stamps of legal or police case and the signature of the investigator and the physician are on the admission advice slip MR4. Maintain all the medical forms in the health record and complete the demographic data in each form. Inform the ADT office about the cases transferred from and to the ward. The second is the discharge procedure. Ensure that there is discharge order from the treating physician, signed and stamped. Write the date and time of the discharge in the ADT registry in the ward. Complete all the procedures required to discharge the patient from the ward by coordinating with the ADT office and accounting unit. Ensure the discharge stamp is on the admission advice slip, which is the MR4. Arrange a follow-up appointment for the discharge patient with the OPD according to the physician orders. Ensure that the treating physician complete the discharge summary of the patient and give the patient a copy and keep the original in the health record. If the patient is discharged against medical advice, the patient or custodian must sign AMA consent form, which is kept in the patient record. The ward clerk should also inform ADT office accordingly. If a legal or police case is discharged, the admission advice slip, which is the MI4, is sent to the investigative office to get his or her approval by signing and stamping the MR4. Assemble the medical forms and ensure that all ancillary reports are in the patient record. Send all patient records to the statistics unit within 48 hours of discharge. Write the patient names, record numbers in the registry to be signed by the statistics technician. If the patient is transferred to another hospital, the following procedures should be taken. Inform the ADT office to complete the discharge procedure. Send the patient record to the transferred hospital, and a special form should be signed that they receive the patient record. This form should be filed in place of the patient record in the out guide. If in case the patient has died, ensure that the death certificate is completed by the treating physician. Write the date and time of death in the ADT registry in the ward. Stamp death case on the cover of the patient record. Inform the ADT office to complete the discharge procedure. Notify the physician to complete the death report before sending the patient record to the statistics unit. So this covers the job responsibility of a ward clerk, and I hope this was beneficial.